entitled Mom vs. Vape Shop Worker, Me. So, at the beginning of the previous month, I got a job working at a pretty high-end vape store in my city. Not the kind that just sells liquids and disposables. One that sells box mods, mech mods, and services them too. And for most of my time here so far everything has been amazing. Including the pay. The only real thing that bothers me is some violently stupid and annoying customers. And one of them turned out to be one real dumb entitled Mom. For context, our vape store, as dumb as some of you may think it is, fully advocates and pushes for people quitting smoking and using vapes as a way to ease into that process. Hence why about half of the things in our store are completely nicotine-free. Including nicotine-free disposables, which are a rare sight here in Russia. And during my training, in between learning how to change cotton and coils, I was constantly reminded that I should not sell nicotine products to teenagers. Discourage old or ill people from buying our products. And most important of all for this story, to not sell things to adults if I know for a fact that the product will then be handed off to an underage person. The story. Working a normal shift, middle of the day, sipping on a Coke and playing some games on my laptop. A mother walks in with a kid that looks no older than 14. I was fully ready for the mother to start picking out some flashy disposable for herself. But then I realized I was not selling this Lady Jack stuff as soon as I heard her say to her son, "Pick out whatever you need." Mind you, this kid looks like he's freshly out of elementary school. This little man starts asking me about AIO devices. For clarity, some of them are very expensive, around $100 for the better variants and maybe $20 to $30 for garbage like Rinko's Manta AIO. And 2, quite powerful, up to 220 watts for the more high-end devices. And I explained most of what you'd need to know about AIO devices to him. Still keeping in mind that I would not sell these guys anything. If not for our company policies, then for my own moral principles. Around 5 minutes pass by as they're looking around my store. And in the end the kid ends up asking me for a .AIO sturdy. An extra cartridge for it. 2 extra heating elements. I don't know if that's the right English word to use for those things. And a 20 milligrams hybrid nicotine liquid, which is around $150 in vape equipment. I just look him dead in the eyes and tell him to show me an ID. Of course, this is where his mother swoops in. She shows me her ID and tells me in an annoying, actually, voice, "I will be paying for that." I proceed to explain to her that due to company policy, I cannot sell her any of our products knowing that her underage son will be using them. She obviously tries to bypass that rule, ensuring me that she's buying them for herself. To which I answer that I know clear as day that her son is picking all of this out for himself. We argue back and forth for a bit, after which a crash out ensues. She starts yelling at me that I have no right to refuse service to her. I absolutely do, that her son can do whatever he wants and it's none of my business. Maybe not mine, but definitely the law's business. And that she will complain to my higher-ups, and as it usually goes, get me fired. I'd like to see you try. Our management is very adamant about these kinds of situations. Her son is also starting to get aggressive with me. Early age nicotine addiction goes hard, and starts yelling insults and slurs at me, demanding to just freaking sell me the vape already. Good game T. That was quite the delight to listen to. At this point, she's holding up a young couple behind them also looking to buy something. So I obviously tell her to leave the store, after which she proceeds to open the cabinet with the devices. We keep it unlocked to make it easier for ourselves and our customers. And rummages through it, messing up the way I put the devices on display on the shelves. Proceeding to grab her still yelling son and dragging him out of the store. Huffing and puffing like I just made her run a marathon. Me and the next customers in line had a good laugh about it. But the extra work reorganizing the shelves wasn't pleasant. Of course I could have sold her everything they wanted and I'd get a pretty good commission from it. Around 1.3k rubles. But honestly, I am way happier with having my mind at ease knowing I wasn't the one to let that little guy ruin his lungs. Don't smoke, folks. We don't do it because it's cool. We do it because we took a wrong turn in life and are now addicted.